Hi, this is Steve from the DoubleVision Conditioning Centre, and I just wanted to answer a question quickly that Maria Aloha, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Maria, asked via Facebook. She asked if eating late at night would negatively impact fat loss, if that's your goal. In other words, if there's the common myth that not eating carbs past 4 or not eating past 7 or 8 o'clock at night will help you lose body fat. Now, to put this into perspective and to clear this up, not eating past 8 won't necessarily make you lose body fat. It all depends on what you're doing throughout the rest of the day. So what happens is a lot of people tend to eat their lunch about 12 or 1 o'clock, and then they'll go right through the afternoon not having eaten a meal, and so when they actually do get around to eating their dinner at night, they eat about 7 or 8 o'clock, they tend to be really, really hungry, their blood sugar's really low, and they tend to have a really big piled up plate and tend to overeat. So without thinking that they've only had 2 meals, breakfast and lunch, they can't do too much damage with 1 meal in the evening. That's actually the opposite case. They end up eating more calories than if they'd actually split that dinner into 2 meals. So whilst not eating past 8 doesn't make you lose body fat, it's not the fact that you're not eating past that time at night that affects your metabolism in any way. It's the fact that it tends to stop people snacking mindlessly. A lot of people tend to get the chocolate out when they're watching TV, trying to wind down, or it'll stop them actually going to have a bowl of cereal, something like that will actually have a negative impact on losing fat. So really the moral of the story is not to worry so much about what time you're eating your food, but to actually worry about how long you're going in between not eating your meal. So rather than having a lunch at say 12 or 1 o'clock and then trying to go all that way through to dinner time at 7 or 8, you'd be much better having a snack at about 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon, and then you're having your dinner at about 6 or 7, but in that way you shouldn't overeat your dinner. Dinner shouldn't be the biggest meal of the day, it should actually rather be the smallest. There's the old saying about having breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, and then dinner like a pauper, and that does hold true. You should be having your biggest meal at breakfast, and that will set you up, your blood sugar set you up for the whole rest of the day, which will have a positive impact on your metabolism for 1 and losing fat for 2. Okay, I hope that answered your question, specifically for Maria, but thank you very much for all those other questions. Trish Shearsmith actually asked if we're going to be doing some little video blogs on going out, for example, going to the cinema. That's going to be coming up, so I'm going to be taking my flip cam with me wherever I go, so if it's for lunch, if it's for dinner, if I'm out at the cinema, and I'm going to be showing you what I do, what Mark and I do, to try and stay healthy, but still try and fit in with our friends and have a good time as well. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.